Hello my dear viewers and also my dear students, welcome to today's lesson. We are going to find the area of this figure, which is a trapezium, whereby we have been given the opposite side, which are parallel, 12 meters and 33 meters, and also we have the slant sides, which is 10 meter and 17 meter. So how are we going to get the area of this trapezium? We know the formula for finding the area of a trapezium is given by a half the sum of the parallel sides multiplied by the perpendicular height. So in our case here, we already have A, which is 12 meters, and also B, which is 33 meters, but we don't have the height. So how are we going to get the perpendicular height? So we need to get the perpendicular height so that we are able to find the area of this trapezium. So to get the perpendicular height, so this is our perpendicular height h, and also that side. Now, if we draw this perpendicular line, we know from this point is 12 meters. So that means also from this particular point up to this particular point will be 12 meters. So whatever value remaining out of 33, which is 33 minus 12, we remain with 21 meters. 21 meters will cover this distance here and the other distance. So if we say let this point, this distance here, to be x, then the remaining distance will be covered by, that will be 21 minus x. This will be 21 minus x. It will be 21 minus x. And therefore, now we have this triangle here. We can use Pythagoras theorem. Use Pythagoras theorem in order to get the value of h and also the value of x. Then later we shall have this value of h. So using Pythagoras theorem, the adjacent squared plus the opposite squared will be equal to hypotenuse squared. So that will be 21 minus x. We square it plus the opposite side, which is h squared, will be equal to 17 squared. So we can expand this quadratic using the quadratic identity. A minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So if we expand 21 minus x into bracket squared, so 21 squared, 21 here represent a and x represent b. So 21 will be 21 squared, that is 441, then minus 2 times 21 times x, that will be 42x, then x squared, then plus x squared plus h squared will be equal to 17 squared that is 289. So from this case here, we can have h squared will be equal to, take the other values to the right hand side and remain with h squared on the left hand side. So we shall have 289, then minus 441. The moment it gets to the right hand side, change the sign. Then we also have plus 42x, then minus x squared. So h squared will be equal to 289 minus 441. So 289 minus 441. So we get that will be minus 152 plus 42x minus x squared. So we can leave it at that particular point and let us call it the first equation. Then we also consider the other triangle here, the triangle. So again, in our case, we have h squared plus x squared will be equal to the hypotenuse squared, which is 10. So h squared plus x squared is equal to 10 squared. So this will be h squared, let it be on the left hand side, will be equal to 10 squared is 100, then minus x squared. We can call this the second equation. So now in our first equation and in our second equation, we can see whatever it is in the left hand side, we have h squared. H squared is on the left hand side. So we are going to equate equation 1 and equation 2. So if we equate the two equations, so we have minus 52 plus 42x minus x squared is equal to the second equation. Take the right hand side, is 100 minus x squared. So in this case here, we can add x squared on both sides plus x squared plus x squared. So that will be eliminated once we add, and therefore we have minus 152 plus 42x is equal to 100. So again, we can add plus 152 and again on the right hand side plus 152. So here we shall end up getting, this will be 0, then 42x will be equal to, this will be 252. So that is 252 divided by 42. So in our case here, so x will be equal to 252 divided by 42. So x is equal to 6 meters. Since x is equal to 6 meters, therefore we can use one of the other equation to get for h. So here we can be able to get h. So pick either of these equation, either 1 or 2, and substitute the value of x, we get h. So we can pick the second equation, which is h squared is equal to 100 minus x squared. So 100 minus x is 6, so 6 squared, which will be 100 minus 6, 36. So 100 minus 36, we get 64. And therefore, to get h, it is the square root of 64. And therefore, h is 8 centimeters. Square root of 64 is 8 centimeters. So finally now, h is what? It is 8 meters. Now we can use the formula to get the area. So that is a half of A is 12. A is 12 plus B is 33 times H is 8. So this is a half times 12 plus 33, that is 45 times 8. So by 2, 1, by 2, 4. Therefore, 45 times 4, we end up getting 180 meters. And that's how we solve this particular problem. Thank you so much. See you in our next video.